talking. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls caution. It's about to get critical. This moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy. Never get behind me. Told you I'm the best. I done said it with my chest, so for real, nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm being looked up, down with the big crowd, they already going.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready, set! Ready?
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. You look at this Eagle defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. Taking it right down Broadway. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Now this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Yellow.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
And every time you step on a field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You first see incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Love. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. It's going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-six, and now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. 3-2 their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Love going to give this one to Jones. Nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Ready. 2nd and 5.
Watch out now. 50, clear. Shot, 17.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Again, it's Jones. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on your quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, Love. And that will be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Great. 73.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Hurts. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
Oh, everybody can hear my smile on that play.
He stiff arms him. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First down, and they go with Swift again. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's a 2nd and 5. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with prior to the game, they would say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Love from the gun. He has it complete to Christian Watson. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Rodgers on the return. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Silver.
On first down, Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there, just like last play.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And his throw is incomplete. The Eagles did a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a 2nd and 10. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Hey, let's go.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Goes right back to Smith again. And he'll be out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Hurts to throw. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their body.
on 3rd and 1. Love able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Packers.
That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
If it's not one guy, it's another with this defense. I mean, this is the #1 unit against the rush in the entire NFL. They know.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing. Love. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll send Watson in motion right. 1st down, Love to pass. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get.
You're going to need some big plays to get back into the game, but ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 2nd down. Here's Hurts. This is Smith with the ground. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 37. Throwing is Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. But he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. This will be caught at about the 6. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw again. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Got it.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Anders Carlson, the kickoff for the Packers.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Wide open receiver, complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 71 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead. And
I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where
they've got this game well in hand.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
6, mega.
Now Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 42 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Ready.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Love now. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
He was brought down by Sidney Brown.
22 needle.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Set.
Off the play fake, Love.
Fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Slide through. Green jacket. Set.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Being chased out, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Now a give, right side, Swift. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Hurts.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
It's 4th down.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
Looking here for Smith downfield. He's got it at the 15.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and this is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well.
Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
63.
Now back to throw.
Goes with the out route and completes it to Swift.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw. Touchdown!
Devontae Smith.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Up the middle, Jones. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Ready?
Love, they go play action now. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Great, set. Hey, Silver.
On 1st down, Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago. Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown, Eagles! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you know, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out.
But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so,
this is intercepted.
Picked off by Quay Walker.
And now look at him go. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Anders Carlson now for the point after.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
49, Packers 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
Pushes past him. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, Charles, just impressive in all three phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really done their job. And here the offense doing its part yet again with another score in the fourth quarter.
I know it seems like something we shouldn't do because the scoreboard does tell it. But let's set it aside for a moment. This game was absolutely memorable with how they played it. Really terrific effort, really well executed. Congratulations to them.
Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Ready?
Love looking to throw it. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Ready.
Here's Love. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. Then he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. Now this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First down, Love to pass. Able to find his man, Kraft. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me, spin and slide, say you gon' step by me, who gon' step by me, who gon' step by me.
Yeah, told him I would be a boss before I had business. I don't even need nobody here to vouch. I was all alone, so I ain't have a witness. Right back to the lab. Gotta go to work, I'm revving up my engine. I was just putting groceries in the bag. Now wait a minute, yeah, forgot to mention. I'm $100 million richer. Might paint $100 million picture. One man army, but I don't fatigue. Better have 100 million coming with you. Got good karma, so I'm riding fiscal. Hit the crossover, leave them playing Twister. Or they thought that I was just a. Now when I do, they call me